Lloyd, and this is Euro Truck Simulator 2. Doing this one today because I've only got the last city to get to, so I figured I'd stick this one up. A bit of a milestone for there's a fair few of them, as you can see. So I've already lined the job up. What I've got to do is collect it. So I've got to drive into the box. There's the truck. The lights are working. So quickly select the job. It's only a short journey, should only take about 20 minutes. There's a trailer. Let's go and get that. Now, I don't know if any of you, if you've seen this game, then you'll know exactly what it's about. And if you haven't, it's an odd one. It's a simulator. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. You're a truck driver. You generally pick up deliveries like I'm doing now, take them to the destination, drop them off, and then move on to the next job. If you own your own truck, you can also free roam, but you don't get that ability until you save up and buy your own truck. And there's a fair few. They cost around, I think the cheapest, about 70-odd thousand, but it doesn't take too long to get there. Until you've got your own truck, unfortunately, you've got to do quick job. In fact, it's not, unfortunately, because you get to pretty much drive from top range trucks to the lower range ones, which you will pretty much probably have to start with, because of obviously how much they cost to buy. And a few of them you won't get until you've leveled up. But leveling up isn't really a problem in this game. It doesn't really change anything major. It's just you get the ability to drive bigger truck or own bigger trucks, so you can still drive them in the quick job market. So you can jump in whenever you like, really, or if you want to do your own, then you'll have to level it, which you do just by getting the jobs. There are skill levels, so long distance, heavy freight, ADR, and a few other bits. Which once you start unlocking those, it just means more jobs become available in the job market, really. So it's not really, again, doesn't change much. It's essentially what you're doing is driving about, delivering stuff, and once you've got a load on, it doesn't really matter what it is. You're not going to be looking at what you can be, but you'll crash a lot, which will cost you credits, because obviously you have to pay for any damage to the truck done. When you're driving, in fact, when you're in the quit market, most of apart from the damage, I think you have to pay for that. But toll roads, ferry journeys, and bits and pieces like that, you won't have to pay for. They will. I think you'll have to pay for your tickets and any damage caused, which will come out of your earnings. If it's your own truck, then you've got to think about fuel. You've got to think about toll booths, ferries, pretty much everything. Tyre wear. You always get wear on the truck. It's always at least 1 or 2%, because tyre wear and engine wear and all that. So every now and again you need to get it serviced. If you do have a crash where you get stuck on a barrier, or you just total the truck, which you can do, then you can call the AA and they come and get you and take you to the nearest town. So little bits like that are quite nice. Try not to use them though, because I'm not so worried now, because I've been playing a while, and he's got a fair few credits. But back when I started, a few times I got overdrawn with the bank, and you get emails from the bank manager. Oh, you get emails from the bank manager. He hassles you, and then once you get back in credit, he wants to throw money with a loan. So, which you can do as well. You can get a couple of loans, but obviously you've got to pay them back. So when you start earning the money, I pretty much invested in, I bought a few garages and put a few drivers in it. In fact, a few garages. I think I upgraded the one the shed that I used to start with, and then employed a couple of drivers, and they don't make money straight off the bat. They're pretty crappy to start with. I think the key there, which I didn't do, is obviously you're new to the game, and in hindsight is always the wonderful thing. I probably should have just played it solo for a while, and then like with the shed, so you've got no more real big running costs. Unlocked a few cities, got a few agencies, so you've got a bigger pool of drivers to look for, and you'll start getting higher skilled drivers, which I didn't. I started off with really crappy ones, and more often than not they couldn't find jobs, and it was costing rather than um, them making any credits for you, so to help with your fines and other bits and pieces. But they're making money now, so they're skilled up now. And not all of them are. I've got a few newbies on, but the rest of them seem to have absorbed that, so it's not a problem. But then again, I'm quite late into the game. Like I say, it's Lost City, so I don't even think I level up anymore. I think I've done all the skills, or thereabouts. I think there's maybe a couple to go. I don't know. You don't really, well, I don't anyway, take much notice of that. It's not about that. It's more, it's. You know, I've tried to explain this game a few times. Why do you like it? I don't know. It just do. It shouldn't work, this game. This show shouldn't work, but it does. I mean, I've seen in the shops before. I've been standing in the queue, having a game, and I've looked across and I've seen Forklift Simulator and laughed. And had I seen this, I probably would have laughed as well. It's only the fact that I was bored one day and I saw it as a demo, so I downloaded it just for a laugh, and I was hooked. And then I bought it, and that was the end of that. And I'm guessing there's a fair few people play this, so I'm guessing they got the same weird bug. It is very relaxing, so I mean, I play tanks more, World of Tanks or planes more often than not, and it can be quite stressful. Some nights it just goes to hell and you think, ugh. But come and play this and it's all good again. It's it's a strange one. And also sets you up for bed because you do get a little bit tired as well and have to go for a break. So it's just, I don't know. That's enough of explaining why I like it, because it's about as good as it's going to get, I'm afraid. And anyone out, if you can explain it, then stick it down below, because I just can't. It's just weird. And essentially, you're driving around in traffic sometimes. You get stuck in traffic. I hate traffic, but in the game, fine. Yeah, I'll sit here, not a problem. So yeah. So as we're doing the last tab, I think after I've done this, I might start a new profile actually too, because I've got a pro mods for Northern Europe, and I'd quite like to start doing that. I don't want to put it on this profile though, because it's not all mods. Once you've put them on, they don't always come off brilliantly. So, and I believe they are. Well, they've done Eastern, going east. Is it going east? Yeah, it's going east, which I've got, which is the bit we're unlocking now. But I think they may be going north or maybe south, and I don't really want to put a mod on there if it's going to interrupt the main DLC. But that's alright. I've got a new profile, start that, and then do it that way, because it's fun anyway. I don't know, it's weird. DHL is a mod, a skin mod there, just to put a few bits and pieces. Incidentally, the mod community in this is phenomenal. Like I say, there's some guys come up with, or pro mods have come up with the Northern, and it's very good from what I've seen. Very well done, and they've changed some of the junctions as well. So you have to. It's not necessarily the same old. They've done some of the junctions their own way, and they're a bit more spaghetti junction-ish. People have done lots of skins. The physics mod, which I'm running in this, which is very good. Why they didn't do that on the main game, I'm a bit unsure about that. I think that is coming in the new patch, which they're doing with the AI patch, which they're changing some of the way the AI work. They can be a little bit, they just tend to stop in the middle of the night. So you'll be on the motorway like this, and then you'll see a junction, and that lorry might just stop to let someone on, rather than let them filter. Yeah, that shouldn't happen, but that, you know, little things, there's little problems, but they're addressing those in the next patch apparently. So I haven't actually tried it, but I'm quite looking forward to it when that comes out. And apparently they've changed also the way the suspension works, because I mean, I'm running a mod to simulate that at the moment, because I used to drive a lorry, and it wasn't feeling quite right, but it's a bit more visually acceptable now. It does pretty much what I expect it to do. I mean, my lorry wasn't Volvo, it was an Iveco. It was quite bouncy. With the air seat as well, it was a nightmare sometimes. I kind of used to turn that bit off, or reduce it anyway. So getting back to the modding, you can also get a variety of trucks. I think they've done American trucks as well. If you're interested in the Americans, there's the Kenworths. I think Peterbilts. They're massive, those things. I mean, some of these roads are very small. I don't know quite how you get it round. I'll have to get one downloaded and try it. They do look very interesting. I'm not quite sure why I haven't done it yet, but I keep meaning to. Also, a multiplayer. Someone's coming up with a multiplayer, which you can see being tested on Twitch. A couple of streamers who have put a few up in their highlights of when they tested. I think on one particular, he took quite a few people in. They did a convoy, and I think they even picked up a job or some jobs. So put the trailers and everything and ran them up the country. So there's still an awful lot going on in the Euro truck community. SCS, I believe, are also coming up with some more DLC. I think I mentioned it before. I'm not sure if it's the north or south they're doing. I did hear a whisper it was France, so it may be the south of France. Because we've only got a little bit so far. It kind of stops Paris, doesn't go any further down. But it would be nice to see the north as well. But if they do the south, it means I can keep the pro mods on that little bit longer on when I make the account. That is anyway. So I'm dying to get into that, and I should probably start doing that after I've done this trip. I may even put some up on YouTube. I don't know. I haven't done any YouTube for a while. I've had awful problems blinking. Computer packed up, hard drives packed up, so I had a few videos already done and lost them, so I'm going to start from scratch again. Fortunately I still have I can remember me Fraps details, so I could get that back, but that's pretty much all I did get back from those drives. Everything else was lost. So anyway, I got me I've got a new rebuilt a new computer, some new hard drives, not as big as the ones before, so I have to be a little bit careful with Fraps again. It doesn't believe in small files, that program. And then we got flooded, which you can see on YouTube. Me and the wife wandering off to get supplies because we were totally surrounded. I think we ended up with half an inch from it coming in the house, but it never actually made it, thankfully. It did start coming up through the floor though, to be fair. We got a concrete floor and you could see it getting damp. It was start ripping carpets up, a nightmare. Anyway, got rid of that, and then the headset broke, and it's the third one I've had this year. It was a Medusa, it just packed up. So I'm having to borrow my son's to do this one, and then hopefully I'll be able to get a headset at the end of the month, maybe, I don't know. You'll definitely, you know, easiest way, leave the speakers on when I'm gaming, that'll soon annoy her. So yeah, I'll get a headset fairly soon, I think, with my little tactics, hoping she'll see. So anyway, while I'm yabbering on, we come up to, we were just passing through now, we've done it now. So that's the toll booth. And filtering back in. It's difficult, I always do it from like this view, because it's really hard to see you got the mirror on, the virtual mirror, and if I turn it, there's one on the left as well, but you can't really see out of them that well. If you have a VR headset, this is made for you, it really is. I haven't got one of those. I did have a program which enabled the webcam to be, which worked pretty good. The guy who's, I guess that's another motto in it. Some of these people are just amazing, and it worked very well. I've lost my, but obviously when we had the flood, everything had to go upstairs, and I've lost my blinking webcam. I've put it somewhere, and I can't find where I put it. So once I find it, I may put that back on, because that was pretty good. I got nothing that you can run with pretty much a clean screen. I mean, I've got the virtual mirror on at the minute, and I've got the job stats up, but that's just so you can see what's doing. I don't normally run with that on because, well, this particular lorry has its own sat nav, so you don't really need anything else. And with VR or the webcam program, you don't really need the virtual mirror neither. You can just turn your head and look out the mirrors and the sides. Much easier. And I'm not using a steering wheel either. I'm using an Xbox controller. I don't have a steering wheel. Did have one, broke many years ago. Never got into replacing it. And I've got grid, but you can't really play. It never really worked steering wheel with grid anyway. The way that game is, it's very much an arcadey Xbox controller type thing. So I haven't really been able to justify buying a steering wheel just for this game, even though I would love to. But considering I've just forked out on a new computer, I always got a monitor as well, so I was running on a square one, and a new headset at the end of the month. I think pushing for £120 steering wheel is possibly too far. I may be trying that in a few months, or possibly 12. So anyway, we're coming up to the second part of the toll. This is where we have to pay up. It's only a short section, so it should be probably a few dollars, or not dollars, euros, because we're in Europe and Poland, aren't we? So we're gonna have to pay for this the small section we've just been on. We didn't see a lot of it though, to be fair, because it was winking. It was still dark. But it's a shame I didn't actually do this. I couldn't get the job in the daytime. It was the only one available was this, the nighttime one. So anyway, we'll pay our creds. There we go. And back to the other view, so we can find it. There we are. And you do get a little bit look at the truck there as well, so it's not. It's just sitting. When you filter in, if you can't always see if there's a car there, and then you get fined for crash damage. And as the AR at the moment, when you crash into them, they stop for about 5 minutes and can hold you up. So it's easier just not to hit them. And I think we're on quite a tight schedule for this job as well. So I don't want to get any fines or anything or money deducted. So we'll behave, we'll be good lorry drivers, and try and stick to the limit. We're getting day-night, we can see some of the graphics they put in, and they seem to have done a wonderful job. I mean, just the cab is quite nice, and you've got the you can just see on the left past the steering where it's got the phone icons above that. There's the key. When you turn the engine on, the key turns, and other little bits like that. You've got the LED screen to the left of the speedo, which gives you your fuel and other bits and pieces. And on the right hand side, I think we've got the speed. Here we have got the speed up at the moment. But you can change that and have other bits on there as well, like fuel consumption and other bits and pieces. And this is just like one. The Scania, all the major trucks are in. I'm not sure why Mercedes haven't for some reason. Mercedes truck is represented by Majestic, but it's a Mercedes. You can tell it's a Mercedes, but for some reason they haven't given them the license, which is a shame. I think it wouldn't have done Mercedes any harm. In fact, I do know from what a few of the Twitch feeds I've seen, a lot of the people who play this game, not everybody, but some are lorry drivers. I mean, I used to be a lorry driver, and when I got this game, I was still driving lorries at that point, and so I used to go home from work and drive more lorries again in traffic and stuff. It's just crazy. So. It's why I don't know, but that's down to them. Everyone else has Iveco, Scania, Renault, Volvo. Obviously, that's what I'm driving. They're all the names are in it, and SES have done a wonderful job with their trucks. I think. I mean, look at the cab. It's just great. It looks very good. It's outside. It just does look very, very good. So I'm not sure quite what they were worried about, or maybe they wanted money for it. So yes, they're only a small company though, so I mean I do understand that I think they've doubled in size since the release of this game. I mean, when it was released on Steam, it was #1 for quite some time. I don't know, it surprised me the fact that I liked it, and I imagine it surprised a lot of people that ended up buying it, that they also liked it as well. It's simple, relaxing, and I can just play it. You can just lose time in it, doing one job and moving on, and then you learn to reverse and this. But you don't have to do all that. If you want to do all that, you can have as much simulation, or you can tone it down. I mean, you can do the full spread of gears if you have the stick, like the steering wheel. Or you just have them on automatic, which, because I'm running a pad, is what I've got it on at the minute. It's a little bit too tricky to do a manual. I think with the control, I've got most of the buttons set up to do little bits and pieces, so I've used the keyboard as less as possible. So, but yeah, very, very happy with this game. I've just come in. Also, we've discovered the last town, so Lutz, I'm very happy about that. We'll just get this job dropped off. It's not there. Maybe you should get rid of that little map. I don't know. No, yeah, it's just up here, so yeah, it'll be fine. And then we can, and that'll be that. So let's turn in here. Watching the traffic on the other side. And we got to get it in there. So we'll swing it out to the right for a minute. And then round. You don't have to do this, by the way. You'll get it to a point where it will offer you where you can just dump it. And that's the end of the job. But you get a little bit of our XP bonus if you park it up. Yeah, that's very happy with that. It's a bit of an angle, but we get it. Let's do the wheels a long way. So, get that in there. Nice and steady. Also, I've got the air brakes turned on, so you've got to be a little bit careful with that. Otherwise, you end up sitting there for a while you let the pressure build up, so try not to use the accelerator and brake too much because it can knock it down quick. A problem I had on one of my lorries is that the damn thing used to do it at night, so it was a pain. Nearly in there. I think I might just straighten her up though, even if it gives it to me, just for the hell of it. Yeah, let's straighten her up a bit. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it properly. Mirrors in there, and there we go. That's it. How did we do? Yeah, excellent. And got XP, got our parking experience. That's not a lot, but you know, it all goes towards it. I think yeah, I still have a couple levels to go before I max it out. So this has been a Euro Truck Simulator. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Floyd, and thanks for watching.